Hi everyone. Welcome to Exam Cracks. This video contains Microsoft Azure Fundamentals Exam AZ-900 questions 261 to 280. Question number 261. What should you use to evaluate whether your company's Azure environment meets regulatory requirements? Your options are A. Azure Service Health, B. Azure Knowledge Center, C. Microsoft Defender for Cloud, and D. Azure Advisor. The correct answer is C. Microsoft Defender for Cloud. Question number 262. To complete the sentence, select the appropriate option in the answer area. Your company implements Dash to automatically add a watermark to Microsoft Word documents that contain credit card information. Your options are Azure Policies, DDoS Protection, Azure Information Protection, Azure Active Directory Identity Protection. The correct answer is Azure Information Protection. Question number 263. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. Statement A. Azure Active Directory requires the implementation of domain controllers on Azure virtual machines. Statement B. Azure Active Directory provides authentication services for resources hosted in Azure and Microsoft 365. Statement C. Each user account in Azure Active Directory can be assigned only one license. The correct answers are Statement A, no. Statement B, yes. Statement C, no. Question number 264. Which two types of customers are eligible to use Azure Government to develop a cloud solution? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Your options are A. A Canadian government contractor, B. A European government contractor, C. A United States government entity, D. A United States government contractor, E. A European government entity. The correct answers are C. A United States government entity, and D. A United States government contractor. Question number 265. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. Statement A. To implement an Azure multi-factor authentication solution, you must sync on-premises identities to the cloud. Statement B. Two valid methods for Azure multi-factor authentication are picture identification and a passport number. Statement C. Azure multi-factor authentication can be required for administrative and non-administrative user accounts. The correct answers are Statement A, no. Statement B, no. Statement C, yes. Question number 266. You need to ensure that when Azure Active Directory users connect to Azure AD from the internet by using an anonymous IP address, the users are prompted automatically to change their password. Which Azure service should you use? Your options are A. Azure AD Connect Health, B. Azure AD Privileged Identity Management, C. Azure Advanced Threat Protection, D. Azure AD Identity Protection. The correct answer is D. Azure AD Identity Protection. Question number 267. Match the term to the correct definition. To answer, drag the appropriate term from the column on the left to its description on the right. Each term may be used once, more than once, or not at all. A. An organization that defines international standards across all industries. B. An organization that defines standards used by the United States government. C. A European policy that regulates data privacy and data protection. D. A dedicated public cloud for federal and state agencies in the United States. Your options are Azure Government, GDPR, ISO, and NIST. The correct matches are A. ISO, B. NIST, C. GDPR, D. Azure Government. Question number 268. To what should an application connect to retrieve security tokens? Your options are A. An Azure storage account, B. Azure Active Directory, C. A certificate store, D. An Azure Key Vault. The correct answer is D, an Azure Key Vault. Question number 269. Your network contains an Active Directory forest. The forest contains 5,000 user accounts. Your company plans to migrate all network resources to Azure and to decommission the on-premises data center. You need to recommend a solution to minimize the impact on users after the planned migration. What should you recommend? Your options are A. Implement Azure Multi-Factor Authentication. B. Sync all the Active Directory user accounts to Azure Active Directory. C. Instruct all users to change their password. D. Create a guest user account in Azure Active Directory for each user. The correct answer is B. Sync all the Active Directory user accounts to Azure Active Directory. Question number 270. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. Statement A. You can configure the Azure Active Directory activity logs to appear in Azure Monitor. Statement B. From Azure Monitor, you can monitor resources across multiple Azure subscriptions. Statement C. From Azure Monitor, you can create alerts. The correct answers are Statement A, yes. Statement B, yes. Statement C, yes. Question number 271. You create a resource group named RG1 in Azure Resource Manager. You need to prevent the accidental deletion of the resources in RG1. Which setting should you use? To answer, select the appropriate setting in the answer area. Your options are Quick Start, Resource Costs, Deployments, Policies, Properties, Locks, Export Template. The correct answer is Locks. Question number 272. You have a resource group named RG1. You need to prevent the creation of virtual machines in RG1. The solution must ensure that other objects can be created in RG1. What should you use? Your options are A. A lock. B. An Azure role. C. A tag. D. An Azure policy. The correct answer is D. An Azure policy. Question number 273. You have an Azure subscription and 100 Windows 10 devices. You need to ensure that only users whose devices have the latest security patches installed can access Azure Active Directory integrated applications. What should you implement? Your options are A. A conditional access policy. B. Azure Bastion. C. Azure Firewall. D. Azure Policy. The correct answer is A. A conditional access policy. Question number 274. What can Azure Information Protection encrypt? Your options are A. Network traffic. B. Documents and email messages. C. An Azure storage account. D. An Azure SQL database. The correct answer is B. Documents and email messages. Question number 275. What should you use to evaluate whether your company's Azure environment meets regulatory requirements? Your options are A. The Knowledge Center website. B. The Advisor Blade from the Azure portal. C. Compliance Manager from the Service Trust portal. D. The Solutions Blade from the Azure portal. The correct answer is C. Compliance Manager from the Service Trust portal. Question number 276. You have an Azure subscription. Where will you find details on the personal data collected by Microsoft, how Microsoft uses the data, and what the data is used for? Your options are A. The Data Protection Addendum. B. The Microsoft Online Services Terms. C. The Microsoft Privacy Statement. D. Azure Security Center. The correct answer is C. The Microsoft Privacy Statement. Question number 277. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. Statement A. Azure Active Directory can be used to manage access to on-premises applications. Statement B. Azure Active Directory provides single sign-on. Statement C. iOS devices can be registered in Azure Active Directory. The correct answers are Statement A, yes. Statement B, yes. Statement C, yes. Question number 278. To complete the sentence, select the appropriate option in the answer area. You have an Azure Virtual Network named VNet1 in a resource group named RG1. You assign the Azure policy definition of not allowed resource type and specify that virtual networks are not an allowed resource type in RG1. VNet1 is deleted automatically, is moved automatically to another resource group, continues to function normally, is now a read-only object. The correct answer is VNet1 continues to function normally. Question number 279. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. Statement A, Trust Center is part of the Azure Security Center. Statement B, Trust Center can only be accessed by users that have an Azure subscription. Statement C, Trust Center provides information about the Azure compliance offerings. The correct answers are Statement A, no. Statement B, no. Statement C, yes. Question number 280. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. Statement A, you can use Azure policy to apply tags to resources. Statement B, you can add multiple tags to the same Azure resource. Statement C, an Azure resource inherits tags from the resource group to which the resource is deployed. The correct answers are Statement A, yes. Statement B, yes. Statement C, no. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If it is useful, please do go ahead and like, comment and share the video. If you have not subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe and hit the bell icon below to get notified of my new videos. Take care until we meet next time.